So, welcome back to another episode. And today I thought I'd talk about the amiibo phenomena that's happening right now and talk about some of the rare amiibos that are out there and kind of how I got involved in this mess to begin with here. So, I tell you, I remember when these were announced, I did a video about it, and I was thinking at that time, I'm not going to get involved in this. There's no way, because there's way too much to collect, and I don't want to get involved in another collection thing. It's just ridiculous, right? About 3 weeks ago, Smash Brothers came out, and I had to go to my local Best Buy, pick it up, because I was having a party the next day, and I thought that game would go really well with our video game night, obviously. So while I was there, I walk up, and it was Amiibo launch day, and I looked, and I'm like, I'm just looking at them, and I'm like, no. And there's this girl there, and she's got like Link in her hand, and I kind of have to like pass by her to see all the figures, and she's like, oh yeah, you're trying to get these as well? I said, oh, I'm just looking. She's like, yeah, I just bought this Link for my boyfriend right now, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden it was so funny because I started going into this whole rant about, I was almost not even talking to her. I was talking psychologically to myself. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to buy any of these because if I buy one, I said I'm going to buy them all and I'm going to have this is going to be a big problem for me. And she's like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I got to watch out. So I went up and I bought Smash Brothers and I didn't buy any. I was doing well at this point. And I just was walking up to pay for it and I'm like, no. And I went back and I bought the entire launch lineup. But here's where we start talking about rarity and how some of this kind of works out. Is that I bought the initial first wave from Best Buy. And I bought all the figures. But there was one figure that was missing, and that was Marth. And I'm like, oh my god, we're getting weird shortages already? And I've never seen Marth in my Best Buy up in Canada here. And that's something important to this story. I'm in Canada for any of my shopping and where I find these figures. So I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? So I decided to go to Toys R Us, and that was the best move I did. I pulled in Toys R Us, walked in, and I'm telling you, there was tons of Marth. Tons of Marth. And so I just picked up my one Marth because I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. I just was, of all figures that I wanted that figure. So I was happy to get that. I was like, okay, cool. I got the initial first wave. And I was talking to friends of mine, and everybody's like, and then I started hearing things that the Villager was becoming rare, and I'm like, and Marth was rare. And this is a few days later, and I'm like, oh, is it? And I went to Target, and I saw a bunch there, and I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, everybody's exaggerating on this. And it's so funny, even Kim said to me, she's like, why would you buy Wii Fitness Trainer? And I'm like, well, I said I just want the whole collection type of thing. Where, okay, of the first wave, these are the rarest ones of all. It would seem Marth, the Villager, and Wii Fitness Girl. And I just saw them sell on eBay for about $192 for all three together. Isn't that ridiculous? And there's a lot of talk about what's going on with Nintendo. Are these figures rare? This is a great question. What I personally think, they're rare right now. And I think, this is just my opinion, in a few months' time, I think Nintendo's going to analyze the situation, say, okay, our first wave is out, we're done with that. Which ones sold well, which ones didn't sell well, and I think they're going to resupply figures. So, I believe that, but at the same time, it is Nintendo, and they do crazy things like, okay, let's not make any more. But I really believe that they will restock some of these figures. I think that would be a dick move. And that's what I want to talk about. This is an issue now for me because I'm starting to collect these things, and I'm like, oh, I really don't want to miss out on any. And the problem is it's so shitty that a kid goes into a store and he can't buy. Say he wants the Villager, he can't buy the Villager. That's a crap move by Nintendo. Like, stock it so kids can buy this stuff. I'm a stupid big kid, but I can admit that. But at least have the figures there for the kids that want it. Like, that's my big thing with this stuff. And so, anyways, so this is the initial wave, and I'm noticing. So today I went looking for a Little Mac. I went to Best Buy. I went to Toys R Us first because I had such good luck with Marth. Sold out. First day I was like, wow, geez, okay. And I did order from ToysRUs.com one, but I just wanted to see if there were figures there. No, not at all. And Diddy Kong wasn't out either. So the thing is, if you want to collect these things, I think I do have some advice. I do have some. If you do want to collect them, Amazon, if you live in the States, or Amazon in Canada, order them from there. You can pre-order them. And I'm noticing pre-orders on some of these figures are already sold out. Isn't that ridiculous? Like Little Mac on Amazon.ca was sold out. It's gone. Like, it doesn't exist. So that's frustrating. And now the big thing that's happening is some of the rare figures. That's something I should talk about. The rare figures finally. That some of the ones like Samus with the double cannons that went for $2,000 on eBay. And I heard there was some with Princess Peach, where she was missing a leg or something like that, and that went for some money as well, quite a bit on eBay. It's kind of ridiculous. This has gone kind of out of hand. I thought it was just going to be they release some figures, we can buy them, no problem. I didn't think it was going to be such a pain in the ass. Sorry, and this is what I wanted to get to. Some of these figures now are GameStop exclusive. Shulk from Xenoblade, GameStop exclusive. And then we have, Best Buy exclusives. And then I just heard Rosalina from Mario Galaxy I just heard this just before I came to shoot the video, is a Target exclusive. So that's some of the last wave. And this is kind of getting crazy. It's like, oh, really? Nintendo? We're making them exclusive to certain places now? So my best advice, if you're interested in getting involved in this craziness, and it is craziness, order online. That's the last time I say that. Order and pre-order. So you're not going around. I went around to a bunch of stores today to see if I could find another little Mac, because I got a Christmas party coming up tomorrow. I thought, oh, that would be such a cool Secret Santa gift to give, and no, they're nowhere to be found. So yeah, it's so funny. I was talking to Alpha Mega Sin the other day, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have gotten involved in this. I should never have gotten involved in this. And he's like, yeah, he goes, you need AA. And I'm like, AA? He's like, Amiibo Anonymous. I'm like, Amiibos Anonymous. I'm like, that's fucking great. So that came from him. And I think I need some AA, some Amiibos Anonymous, because this is it's just turned into a bit of a crazy hobby, crazy collecting hobby. And I don't know. The one thing I do want to say, these figures are so nicely done. That's the thing that makes them so collectible to me. Oh, and something else, if you're curious, you don't have a Wii U. You're like, oh, I'll buy this figure and I'll, put it into my Wii U. Let's put it on the tab at the bottom and scan it in, type of thing. You can't, because they put metal on the bottom. So you cannot just go scan, oh, I got it, and put it back. Nope, not at all. You can't do that. So that really pisses me off. What if you wanted to keep the figures in the boxes like I kind of do? Can't do that. So thank God I have a lot of friends of mine who collected these things, who were able to unlock a lot in Mario Kart and stuff like that when we were playing. But what do you guys think of this hobby? It's ridiculous, isn't it? It really, really is. It's something that I kind of got involved with, and I knew at that day in Best Buy, I'm like, I don't want to get involved in this because it's going to be a problem for me. And it's a problem for me for sure. But it's kind of cool. My problem is I love Nintendo, and I love their characters so much. And yeah, man, releasing Fire Emblem characters, how could I not do that? And the Villager, like, so all these figures are so well done. And man, so yeah, so this is where we're at right now. I'll probably do in the future, maybe maybe the end of December, January time, February time, I'll do another update video on these bloody Amiibo figures and where we're at then, because by then maybe they've restocked all of these, we won't know. So I feel bad for anybody who wants a Villager or or Marth, and you have to go onto eBay and spend like $60 a pop. That's so ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. So hopefully we restock and get some of these back in. So what do you guys think of this crazy hobby? For me, it's a crazy hobby, and I need some AA, that's for sure. So anyways, guys, until next time.